Good morning, everyone, and welcome to today's episode of The Money Matrix. I am Dominique Broadway. As you guys can see, Dion is not here today. Y'all had him talking so much yesterday that this morning he's like, oh, I just can't do it. I have to rest my voice. But I'm still very excited for another exciting, hopefully more exciting than yesterday, day in the markets. Please also do not forget that investing and trading should happen at your own risk. So please do your own research before making any trading or investing decisions, and please do not consider any of this as investment advice. All right, so as we head into all the exciting news for today, first things up is that finally some stock futures are actually inching higher this morning, as many of us are awaiting March inflation data, which is actually supposed to come out tomorrow on Wednesday. But finally, stock futures are heading up, because as y'all know, the market was so dry yesterday, okay? So dry yesterday. Before we head into this stock news, let's talk a little about this student loan debt. As y'all know, for years and years and years, every single president that came in kind of promised to cancel student loan debt. And I will tell you, President Barack Obama actually got really close. And I was actually helping out with that initiative a little bit before his tenure ended. But looks like Biden is actually getting some people's student loan debts to be canceled. I know some people who actually had a piece of their debt canceled, but we had a new plan that President Joe Biden announced yesterday to forgive more student loan debt. If this goes into place, all borrowers, not just some, because some of these other things were just some people, all borrowers will get up to $20,000 of unpaid interest on their federal student loan debt forgiven, okay? And then some low and middle income borrowers could actually have their entire interest canceled under Biden's plan, okay? In addition to canceling the interest, the proposed will also potentially forgive the debt of those who have been in repayment for 20 years or longer on undergraduate loans or attended schools that had like super questionable value. All right. So that is really exciting, because some of the former plans that came out were just for a select few, and that kind of bothered a lot of people. But some of these new things could actually help all borrowers. So we'll see how long that actually takes to come into fruition. His job actually might even be up soon, so he might not even be able to get this passed, but we'll see. Exciting news either way. All right. So let's hop into some stock news. First things first, and y'all know I am like hella excited to be able to finally say this. Finally, Apple investors finally get some good news. We've been waiting all year, okay? One of the things that my children have taught me for sure is patience, and I've definitely needed it with Apple this year, okay? Because they have not been doing what we promised. But we had some IDC data that came out that said Mac sales were very strong last quarter. So for Q1, right? Last quarter, Q1. Yep, we're in Q2. So that's very exciting news to know that, hey, yes, the stock itself has been struggling. Yes, it is getting sued every couple of days, all those things. But apparently y'all are still buying Macs. Keep buying them. They actually saw their biggest growth in Mac shipments in the last 2 years from the last quarter. So that is very exciting news. And hopefully that will also be reflected in their Q1 earnings report. All right. So, oh, my coffee's in the way. Oh, producer said coffee's in the way. Might as well take a sip. All of our water, all my drinks are in the way. Okay. Y'all know I do like 20,000 drinks in the morning. Okay. All right. Caught a piece of ice there. All right, so that is what's going on at Apple. We finally have some good news. So I was excited to finally report that, and hopefully Dion is watching so he can see that Apple finally got some good news. All right. Also, another one of my favorite stocks, NVIDIA. NVIDIA is also kind of in the news this morning, not for anything bad at all, but apparently they are seeing strong demand in China. As you guys know, NVIDIA has been kind of lulling a little bit, started to retrace a little, then been kind of lulling around, I think around the $850 mark or so. But price analysts are saying that they have set a new target from $1,000 to $1,200 for NVIDIA based on this very strong demand that they're seeing, obviously in the US, but now they're seeing even stronger demand in China. And apparently China is a major purchaser when it comes to these chips. So this could be really, really good news. And that's why I feel like NVIDIA is, I personally feel like, at a really great time to even buy more, because it still has, from where it is, another $400 upside potential left into it, okay? Not advice, just my thoughts. Next, let's talk about somebody who has a big event going today. It is apparently a party happening that I did not get invited to, but definitely wish I was there, okay? So Google is having their big cloud event today. Today's April 9th, right? Today at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. So at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time, Google's having their big cloud event. They have the Google Cloud Chief Executive Thomas Kurian, who'll be kicking that off with the keynote at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. And everybody gonna be there, y'all. They talk about Walmart's supposed to be there, Ford, Deloitte, Wayfair, and NVIDIA are all supposed to take a part or be a part of this cloud event. It sounds like a party to me. Like, that's the type of party I want to be at, with all the billion-dollar companies. Also, apparently, Google has expanded its cloud alliance with cybersecurity firm Palo Alto Networks, ticker symbol PANW, okay? And apparently, they signed a new AI cloud infrastructure agreement with them. So I have not looked at it, but I'm sure Palo Alto Networks is probably starting to trend up a little bit this morning. I think it's one of the ones we had our eyes on, so I'll definitely make a note to make sure that we take a quick look at them and see if there are any opportunities with PANW this morning. All right, so shout out to them for that new deal, I guess. All right, let's take a quick look and see if there's any major news coming out this morning. So as I mentioned, I know that we have the consumer price index coming out tomorrow at around 8:30 a.m. and the market is kind of anticipating that, and that will come out tomorrow before the market opens. But futures are trending up this morning ahead of that anticipation of what will happen. As far as today goes, we don't have any major news coming out today. We have actually nothing really. Yep, nothing major today. So everything, the anticipation that we're seeing is for tomorrow morning. All right. So let's go ahead and jump into our Beat the Bell segment. Here comes the money. And we are going to see how these markets are looking. All right. First up, let's check our information that's not loading. All right, let's go ahead and check our Asia markets. As you guys know, we like to check our Asia markets because they give us an indication of how our markets may potentially perform today. All right, so why is this not coming up? I think the computer is tired, y'all. All right, here we go. First up, we are seeing tons of green across the board in the Asia markets, which also makes sense because our futures are already up this morning, all right? So the Asia Dow is currently up 1.02%. The Nikkei is currently up 1.08%. Our Hang Seng is up 0.57%. The Shanghai is up 0.05%. The Sensex is down 0.08%. And then Singapore is up 0.67%. All right. Heading over into our U.S. equities here, we have our Dow is currently down 0.03%. The S&P 500 is down 0.04%. The NASDAQ is up 0.03%. The VIX is also up 0.07%, so semi-flat. And then gold is up 0.79%, and oil is down 0.12%. All right. Heading over into our futures, we'll see that that is also green across the board. Our Dow Jones is up 0.10%. The S&P 500 is up 0.24%. The NASDAQ is up 0.39%. Gold is up 0.80%. Silver is also up 1.43%. And crude oil is down 0.05%. Heading over into the crypto world, excuse me, not as green as everybody else, but kind of, no, it's not as green as everybody else. It's not. I'm trying to make it better, but it's not. Bitcoin is currently down 1.48%, trading around $70,613. XRP is also down 1.89%. Okay, I'm sorry. Ethereum is down 1.89%, trading around 3,619. XRP is up 0.91%. Bitcoin Cash is down 2.43%. Litecoin is also down 4.36%. And then Monero is up 1.44%. All right. So that is everything, right? That is. All right. Thank you. Thank you. It's just me and producer O this morning. So, all right, cool. But I feel like I'll be forgetting the order. I don't know. All right, cool. So we did that. Oh, next up, I want to talk about some of the earnings really quickly. As you guys know, we have a light earnings week this, excuse me, a light earnings week this week. Heading into next week and the following week, we'll start to see more earnings. We still have some major players that are releasing their earnings. So one of them this morning is Tilray. Really excited to hop into the charts and see how they are or have performed. They are releasing their earnings this morning, so we'll see if they've already done that. We also have Cognite, which is CONT, who were releasing their earnings this morning. And then we can even take a quick look at Neogen as well. As we go into our earnings, we also have today after the close, WD-40. So maybe interested in actually taking a look and seeing how that company is performing and how they may potentially do from their earnings. We have AEHR Test Systems, PriceSmart, SGH, RCI Hospital Holdings as well. And then tomorrow, the biggest one that we have on deck is definitely Delta, okay? So Delta will be releasing their earnings tomorrow morning before the opening bell. Also Applied Blockchain as well, releasing their earnings before the marketing bell as well. Rent the Runway tomorrow after the close. And then we have CarMax, Constellation Brands, Lovesac, which are like those basically like adult beanbags, overpriced adult beanbags, I would say, releasing those earnings as well Thursday before the open. And then Friday, which is what we're calling Financial Friday, it's going to be lit. It's going to give us a really good idea of how the banking industry has been performing. For Q1, we have JP Morgan Chase, Wells Fargo, BlackRock, Citi, Progressive and State Street. So we have quite a few exciting ones this week. Obviously, we're not as exciting as when we get into that Magnificent Seven, the ones that can really, really move the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ. But yeah, some good things here. All right, so let's let me give y'all some quick good mornings. Good morning, everyone in the chat. We got Miss Wilson, Christopher, Jeffrey, Phyllis, Coretta, Latoya, Curly Hair Boys, Dory Lou, Angela, Jill B, the Merrill's family. Awesome. Phyllis said, tell Dion, thank you for the dividends tip. It lit me up. Yes, I love the dividends. And Phyllis, we talked about, on WD, like that website you can go to and get all the dividends, all the companies that are releasing their dividends every single day. You could literally do a dividends play every day if you wanted to. All right. Good morning, Miss Rita, Teresa, Carla, Michelle. Good morning. Money choices today. John Allen, Will Smith. Good morning. Michelle said, good post-eclipse morning. Did y'all see the eclipse yesterday? I didn't see any. Well, I also didn't have the glasses, so I was also scared to look. But I ain't seen nothing. I think it really wasn't prominent in the DC area. I know some of my people that I know that lived in Dallas, they actually had 3 full minutes of darkness and all these really cool things, but we didn't get that here. We did not get that here. Okay. But the kids had a really cool eclipse thing that they made, little art and craft that they made, which was really cool. All right. So Phyllis said, she was like, I do the same thing with the drinks. My husband used to be so annoyed with all my drinks. It must be a girl thing. Yeah, I did a little reel the other day talking about all my emotional support drinks I like to have in the morning. It's typically about 3 or 4 of them. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and hop into some of these charts. What time is it? 9:19. All right. So we have, what we got going on today? Okay. We got a couple things. Are we on my screen yet? Cool. All right. So we have, On the 1 minute chart here. Okay, so currently I was actually already looking at the NASDAQ. So as you can see, the NASDAQ is already up this morning. We have this buy, as we know, looks like all futures are headed up this morning. I actually got into some Nadex trades based on this information as well. When I got to my computer this morning, I usually do it overnight. But I fell asleep last night after I went to the gym. So, but yeah, it's already in some U.S. Tech 100 trades on the NASDAQ for binary options with that. But it looks like we are already headed up. We have this buy, which is really exciting because yesterday was so dry, y'all. It was so dry. Is what we call a narrow range. Narrow range trading day. Okay. And this is like, if you look, actually, if we go back, just to kind of give y'all a, so that was yesterday. Let's do the let me see if I do the hour chart. See, it was in this really tight range. Let's see, Monday, that was yesterday. This was literally yesterday, y'all. This whole, like, so dry. Look at this. This was so boring. I was like, what is going on? I thought the market was going to trend up yesterday, and it literally just kind of, we got this buy. This was actually, Friday, Sunday, Monday. Here we go. Monday. So Monday, it was literally like this all day in this really tight range. So 1,253 to basically 18,335. That was the whole day. This was the boringest day I've seen in a long time in the markets, okay? Very dry. It was hard to capture profits on any side because it was like a couple ticks up, a couple ticks down, a couple ticks up, a couple ticks down. Very boring day yesterday. After a while, I was like, I'm over it. I'm not even doing nothing in here, okay? So this morning, as you can see, we are headed for a up open. Really excited to see that the market's actually going to potentially make some moves today. But as you can see, that's also based on a lot of the anticipation of the inflation data. So we had this buy signal that came through this morning. So the futures initially started trending up, and it's literally been a slow trend up all morning. We're having another jump up right now where this signal came through at 9:12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right. So that is a quick look at futures. Some of the stocks we want to eye today. One, definitely having our eyeballs on Google. As we mentioned, Google is having their big cloud event. All right, so they have their big cloud event that's happening at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. So the stock will likely be up in the hours ahead of that, just anticipation of what they're going to be talking about. Very similar to the NVIDIA event. The NVIDIA event was not as exciting as what people anticipated it to be. It was really a lot of good announcements, but it didn't really make the stock jump drastically. The biggest thing that I saw from the NVIDIA event was that everybody else's stock jumped, meaning all the partners that they were announcing, their stocks were jumping up just for being affiliated with NVIDIA. So, which is one of the reasons I want to take a look at Palo Alto Networks as we're heading in, because Palo Alto may actually see a bigger jump up than Google today, just based on the anticipation that they just signed this new agreement with them, okay? So taking a quick look though at Google, looking at Class A shares right now, we'll also take a look at Class C shares, but currently Google is up $1.55. Pre-market on the 1 minute chart, we did just get a buy put for it. This may likely turn around. Let's take a quick look at GOOG as well, okay? Yep, so they're actually up $1.66 as well. So very close to how GOGL is performing. All right, let's take a quick look at Palo Alto Network. As I mentioned, they may potentially see a big bump this morning, just anticipation of what Google will say and announce about them. All right, but also a reminder that also won't take place until 12 noon Eastern Standard Time is when that actually happens. And I'm not sure if it's a one-day event or a two-day event. I think it's a 1-day event. Do you know that? Did they say? Do you know? I think it's a one-day event. Yeah, I think it's a one-day event. All right, so as anticipated, Palo Alto Networks is trending up ahead of the announcements that Google are probably going to be making today, but also just just for being affiliated. Also being affiliated with Google, but also because they, I guess, announced that they have signed this really large deal with Google. All right, for their AI. Right here on the 1 minute chart, we do, ooh, that's big. Looks like it's been kind of consolidating for the last hour, 30 minutes or so. But right here, we just had a buy put that came out. Looks like it's starting to trend down just a little. So we'll see if that holds into the market open, but now it's only up about $1.52. We're still about 5 minutes away from the market open, okay? Let's also take a look at TLRY, who announced their earnings this morning. They are a marijuana company. All right, so apparently they had weak earnings and guidance, it seems like. So they're currently down about 16%. Not sure if any of you guys had any trades on Tilray, but they are down 16%. The stock was only trading at $2.59 yesterday, so now it's down to $2.17. So it's down about 42 cents based on those earnings. All right. Another one that released their earnings this morning, CGNT. They are actually up slightly. They're trading around $8.49. They're up about 95 cents, 95%, excuse me, 95% as we head into the market open. And they also have a buy put, NEOG, just to round out the people that announced their earnings this morning, are also down 10%. So nobody in that little group, nobody was doing anything exciting this morning. All right. All right. So don't forget, we're going to keep our eyes on Palo Alto Network as we go into the market open. And then also Delta. All right. So Delta is releasing their earnings tomorrow morning. It looks like they're, okay, maintain their positive rating here on the 1 minute chart. We currently are in a buy put. A lot of these things are actually in buy put as we head into the market open, although futures are up. How much time we got? We got like 3-4 minutes. So we currently have a buy put on Delta Airlines, but they are up about 16 cents pre-market. So really interested to see how they are going to do as well. Okay. And what was this one? Let's see. Oh, WD. Wanted to take a quick look at WD-40. All right. So WD-40 ahead of their earnings. Their earnings is actually, oh, is it today? Oh, wait a minute. I thought it was is it this evening? Let me double check. Make sure this is accurate. Let me see. What's today, the 9th? Oh, their earnings are actually today after the market closes. Okay, I think we said tomorrow morning, right? I don't know, I can't remember. Anyway, so their earnings are actually today after the market closes, all right? So they are up nicely. They're up about 1.53%. They were actually up $3. I'm sorry, they were up 3.18%, almost $8 yesterday. And then as they head into the open this morning, they're already up about $3.97. They had a nice little jump up this morning. As you guys can see, we have this buy call right here, and it's literally been trending up very, very nicely. I don't know what caused it to shoot up because the earnings don't come out till this evening. So I don't know. Was it some news? Nope. I don't know, but good for them. And they have a dividend as well, 88 cents per share. So that's nice. Okay, so that is some of the few. Let's take a look at some of our normals that we like to trade. NVIDIA looks like it's headed up as we head into the market open. They're currently up $2.90. Because futures are all headed up this morning, we'll likely see a lot of these rise at the market open. So that's NVIDIA. Let's also take a quick look at Apple because it did finally get a little bit of good news this morning. They are currently up about 28 cents. We currently have a buy put on them, but it looks like this bar, yep, I was about to say it, was turning green and turning into a buy call. We're about a minute away from the market open. Also, Apple's price target has been maintained at $250. So don't forget, don't stop sleeping on Apple now. It definitely still has a lot of upside potential, okay? So as we head into the open, definitely looking at the QQQ, looking at the SPY. Looks like the market in general is going to be up as we head into the open. As you can see, NASDAQ, we still have that buy. And then let's take a look at the ES, S&P 500. As we head into the open, we have a buy as well. So SPY, QQQ, most of these stocks look like they're headed up for the market open. So could be a lot of opportunities to get into some trades at the market open and ride this initial wave. Okay. All right. All right, cool. And the market is open. All right, so let's go back. Take a look at the NASDAQ. That is clearly starting to, oh, no, is this bar trying to figure it out? Looks like it's starting to rise up, but like it kind of retraced a little bit. We'll see. It wasn't like an initial jump up or anything exciting. You know, the market been kind of dry since yesterday. All right, let's see how some of our other stocks are doing as we wait to see what's going on with this NASDAQ. This bar is moving slow. NASDAQ has been boring as hell this week. Okay. Palo Alto specifically still up about $1.81. We did get a buy put at the market open. We'll see if this holds, but not really sure. Some of our other, major players, we see NVIDIA is currently up $3.95. We do have a buy call on that. So could be an opportunity to enter into a trade on NVIDIA. So we have that buy call at the market open. Looks like that is attempting to continue to trend up. All right, Apple's holding its little 30 cents, kind of strong here. It's trying to trend down. Don't do it, Apple. Don't do it. All right, we'll see how that goes. I think it's gonna go back up. Not sure. All right, so we'll see some of the other major players. Tesla is currently trending down this morning. Looks like it's trying to trend up. So we'll keep our eyes on some of these major players and see how they do. NASDAQ here is still struggling to trend up. I don't know why the market's been so boring lately. All right, so I'll hop into the chat, see what you guys are asking about here. John Allen said, I missed the dividend play. Yeah, thank you so much, Phyllis, for saying yesterday in the recording when Dion talked about it, we also have, as she mentioned, it's under the dividend playbook and money matrix. And then also in Wealth Demystified, we talk about it in our monthly investment analysis class as we talk about our long-term plays. So if you look at anyone that's in Wealth Demystified as well, if you look at the last couple of, I think last month or maybe this month of, what's it called? Monthly investment analysis class. You'll see where we talk about the dividend play. We'll talk about it again this month as well. How you could literally do like technically a daily dividend play. But to do that, you have to have a lot of capital, right? So to really be able to benefit from these dividend plays, you do have to have a nice amount of capital because you have to be able to buy enough shares to really be able to get those benefits from the dividends, okay? All right, you guys, anyone that is new to the show, drop any options, stocks, futures, anything that you want us to analyze. As we see, the market has been open for about 2 minutes so far, not taking off the way we necessarily wanted to. I don't know why it's been so dry. Move. Ain't it dry? Golly, where are the people? Are people on spring break? Is it spring break? Jesus, maybe the volume just isn't there. The NASDAQ is trying, bless his little heart, it's trying to go somewhere, but it's like not really going anywhere. So it's like, boring, okay? Even NVIDIA is struggling a little bit. It's a struggle. This is whack. I hate when the market's dry. Anyway, so, yeah, that is that, okay? Let me see. What's the where's our crude oil? What's the symbol? Do you know what the sig symbol is? I can't find it. Let me see. Crude oil future. I don't know which one he usually looks at. Do you know what it is? Huh? Is it CL? That'll be simple. I don't think it's that simple. I don't even know what it is. Let me know what the symbol is. I don't even know what the future, because it should be for futures. It's not showing up. Oh, CL. That sounds more realistic. There we go. All right, so as far as crude oil, as you can see, we actually have a buy for crude oil on, and this, let me see, make sure it's the right one, because we got the, yep, it is. Okay, so crude oil, Yep. So currently a buy on the, I don't trade the crude oil, y'all. That's Dion's thing. All right. So crude oil currently on the 1 minute chart, but hey, you could trade anything as long as you got the signal for it. So currently the 1 minute chart, we in a buy as well. The 3, the 5, and the 15. Let's see, our 2 hour, we are in that sell, but it looks like right now it is trending up very nicely on that 1 minute chart. So it looks like it's holding. Looks like it's holding pretty strong. It's getting a little resistance right here at this this VWAP. So we'll kind of see. But right now it looks like it is holding strong. Curious to see how it is on the day chart here. Yeah, so on the day chart, it looks like it actually has been trending up. Yesterday was the first day that it took a little bit of a dip. All right, so we'll see how that goes, and we'll kind of continue to take a look at that. Let's hop at the NASDAQ real quick. So now we just had the sell off. Great. What is going on? Why is the market so whack lately? All right. So we just had a sell signal that came in while we were over there looking at crude oil. Came in at 9:33 this morning. Looks like it's trending down. It's trying to get back up. Maybe we'll get some more buying pressure in, but right now it is starting to fall. Look like futures were headed up at the market open, but it's definitely really battling, and it's still kind of getting back into that same range from yesterday. So not. We'll have to watch this one for sure. All right. Some of our others that look like they were initially trending up are starting to fall. We have NVIDIA currently down $6 or so. Apple surprisingly is actually headed up, still up about 50 cents or so here. NVIDIA is down. SMCI is down. I actually want to take a quick look at Palo Alto Networks real quick again. Yep, so they are in a buy put as well. So yeah, it looks like we were anticipating futures to hold strong. It looks like it's getting some resistance here, and it's trying to get back, but it's literally back in that same range, that same boring range from yesterday. All right. All right, so let's take a look at this is a whack market right now, y'all. All right, Carla wants to look at Fubo. Give me a second. Let me hop over there. We do have a buy call on Apple though, which is so surprising because look at that. Look at Apple, y'all. Apple is busting. Like, what is going on? This is how you know the world is upside down today, because Apple, I love Apple, but it is usually down. But it did have that good news, so could be opportunity to enter a on the buy side or call side for Apple. But yeah, that's like the only thing that's going up this morning. NVIDIA may be more of a put side, but we have to see if some of these things change around. The market's only been open for 7 minutes. So, all right, let's take a look at Fubo. All right, so Fubo here, Apple is pushing up pretty nicely, y'all. Fubo, which is Fubo TV, are they the ones that have like all those like black movies that like, no. Oh, Tubi. Okay, sorry, never mind. Wrong network. Tubi is the one that's supposed to have like all the funny black movies. Wrong network there. Fubo is currently, we were in a buy call for them on the 1 minute chart. They're trading around $1.61. They're up 2 cents today. All right, we did just get a buy put. On the 1 minute chart, we can see if this holds or if this bounces off here. So on the 1 minute chart, we're in a buy put. On the 3 minute chart, the 5 minute chart, the 15 minute chart, the hour chart, and the day chart, it's all in a buy call. So it looks like Fubi is headed up. It looks like for the next couple of minutes or so, it may be trending down, and that already erased. So it looks like for Fubi, I would be on the buy call side if I was trading this one. All data is saying Fubi, Fubu. Now I'm saying Fubi, like Tubi. Fubi, Fubo, what the hell is it called? Fubo. Now I'm thinking Fubu. Brain's all messed up. Fubo is headed north, okay? Headed to the north side. All right. Good morning. Good morning. Actually, now I'm kind of curious to go back and see what crude oil is doing now. So we did just get another buy on the NASDAQ, y'all. So maybe we're going to get some of that upside. It did bounce off this first standard deviation but it's still in this narrow ass range, okay? But it is starting to trend back up a little bit, and we'll see if this holds. Let me take a quick look at crude oil again now, just because I'm curious. to see if it's turning around for Michelle. Yeah, Michelle, it is battling right here. Looks like it has been for the last 5 minutes or so. But yeah, our 1 and our 5 minute are still saying buy. Let me see what that said the day, saying sell. Yeah, but it looks like it's, yeah, sell on the one. Yeah, it's starting to fall. Yeah, so the crude oil is starting to fall there on the 1 and the 3 and the 5. Okay, so just FYI, it's giving sell side for crude oil. Okay, all right. So Amazon. Good morning, Vanessa. Good morning. Good morning, Amazon. So Amazon, as you guys may or may, I think we talked about this yesterday. Amazon did, Michelle said sigh. Yeah, it was, that data was not giving. Anyway, so currently Amazon, for Amazon call for Miss Wilson. So Amazon hit another 50, hit a 52-week high. I think it hit 52-week high last week. And then it hit another 52-week, it hit a new 52-week high yesterday. So that was really cool. Currently I'm on the 5-minute chart now. We're in a sell. Actually, let me put this in my options thing since you want an option. Give me a second for that to load. All right, so on our 1-minute chart, we are in a buy put, but it does look like Amazon is starting to get a little bit of buying pressure right here on this bar. So I would probably wait and see how this bar turns out because it does look like it's starting to head up. That's on the 1-minute chart. The 3 and the 5, I'm sure, probably still going to be in that buy put, but it looks like things are about to turn around for them. As you know, like I said, on the day chart, they've been in that buy call. It has really been trending up, and they did hit that new 52-week high yesterday. Amazon using streaming video to chip away at dominance of Allegro. Okay, something happening in Poland. So I will wait to see. Actually, let's see how this bar closes. And I would probably maybe enter based off of this one. Because this one looks like, as you can see, based on these 2 bars right here, looks like it's trying to do our green grin. All right, so it looks like it is starting to trend up. Let's see. We haven't got the green, but it's definitely looking like it's starting to trend up. And you're looking for a call. That's why I'm waiting, because you're looking for a call. Okay, because right now everything else is saying but put. Now, obviously on our day charts, it's definitely saying buy call. Okay, it looks like we're getting some. I'm gonna come back to this in a second. It looks like we're getting some buying pressure coming in. I'm seeing some things turn around. Yep. So we got so we're definitely trending up today. We had a little bit of a slight retracement here, but on this 5-minute chart, we are in the buy. On the 1-minute chart, we're in the buy. So it looks like the NASDAQ is starting to actually go back up. I'm seeing some of these others, NVIDIA, et cetera, starting to ride up, as well as PANW. So opportunities there as well for PANW. As we mentioned, we expected them to rise today. So it was a little bit of a dip at slightly after the market opened, but it looks like PANW is up currently about $3. We got this buy call at 9:40, so about 3 minutes ago, and it's literally been trending up since then. Let's take another look at Amazon. It looks like, boom, we got that buy call. So Miss Wilson, we did just get that buy call. We've been waiting for these last couple bars to trend, and it looks like it has finally started to trend up the way we wanted it to go. So it looks like there is some upside opportunity there. Okay, so we'll see, but it looks like a lot of things are starting to head north. All right, let's take a look at TSM for Jill. All right, so currently in our 1-minute chart, as you can see, TSM has literally been trending up since 9:38 this morning. Nice little trend up here. So we're going to get that buy call on the 1. I know it's going to be on the 3. Pretty sure about the 5. All right, the 15 as well. And then let's go ahead and go to the day as well. So all data for TSM says north. All right, TSM is currently up about $5. It was up about $4.85 when I first started talking about it, but it is definitely headed up this morning. Okay, so TSM is headed up. NVIDIA looks like it is starting to head up as well. And then, yeah, so NASDAQ, trying to see how this is going to go, but that might actually bounce back up. So we will see. Looks like we're getting a lot of buying pressure coming in. So, oh, nope. Come on now. Come on now. I think it's going to bounce off of this. All right, so we'll see how that goes. But TSM looks like it's headed up. Palo Alto Networks, also another opportunity there as well. Okay, Vanessa said, you're welcome, Jill. Vanessa said, did you see the Robinhood news? We can now set price triggers to automatically close open options. We discussed this on our WSA live class. You did? No, I did not see that. You said we can now set price triggers to automatically close option. Oh, nice. That would be great. I did not. Where'd you see that at, Vanessa? And it's so funny, like, you know, when these, like when they release these features, like everyone doesn't get them all at once, but that is exciting because yes, very, very exciting. But yeah, we did talk about that, right? The week before last, now I remember. So Palo Alto Networks, as you can still see in that buy call, wanted to circle back on that. Curly Hair Boys wants us to look at Tesla. All right, Tesla's actually been trending up this morning. Analysts are saying that the robo-taxi won't get investors excited. I'm actually kind of excited to see what that is truly going to look like. Because I feel like we don't really have a lot of information on it. Because one of the questions I was asking yesterday is like, how do you call the taxi? Like, is there going to be like a Tesla robo-taxi app? Are they partnering with Uber? And the reason why I'm asking these questions, are they partnering with, what's the other one? Lyft, right? And the reason why I'm asking these questions is because even outside of Tesla, once the announcement comes that, hey, Uber, Lyft, whoever are going to be able to, if that's the case, we'll be able to partner with them on this robo taxi situation, it could also trigger their stocks to go up as well. So I'm really interested to see who they're going to partner with this with, or if they're going to just use their own software for us to call. So they sent you a notification. That is bomb. I need to go take a quick look. Okay. All right. Hold up. 𝐅𝐵. Ooh. Wait, you saying Google unveiled some custom ARM-based? Wait, the ones you actually put in your arm? Really? Oh, Lord. Okay, so apparently Google has unveiled some custom ARM-based chips. I guess similar to like Amazon and Microsoft are trying to do. I guess you actually put it in your, is it one you put in your arm, Odell? You got your news right? Put it in, like an installation? Okay. That's definitely going to be a no for me. I definitely don't want Google tracking me around for sure. So apparently Google trying to get you to implant things in your arms. But really quickly, Tesla, we are in a buy call. It has been trending up this morning on the 1-minute chart, on the 3-minute chart. We also have a buy call on the 5-minute chart. We also have a buy call on the day chart. I'm sure we're also in that buy call as well. Tesla's finally starting to trend up. So upside potential for Tesla. Okay, if you want to enter that Tesla trade, Curly Hair Boys. Vanessa said definitely a no. Yeah, Google. No, actually, let's actually take a look and see what Google stock is doing. But I didn't know that Microsoft was trying to put chips in us too. I didn't know that, Odell. I don't want anybody to put in a chip in me personally. Google has been trending up all morning, and they are in that buy put currently. Yeah, so Palo Alto is probably going to continue to rise today. The official news just came out that Palo Alto is teaming up with Google on this AI-enabled cybersecurity. Wait, is this really an ARM-based? I don't think it's actually in your arm. ARM-based data center processor. Man, that's not in your arm. I don't think they mean your actual arm. Google reveals details of a new version of its data center AI chips and announced a ARM-based center processor unit. I don't think it's actually your arm. ARM. I think ARM. This is like a stock. Not your arm. Ticker symbol ARM. Okay, so this is how rumors get started, okay? Odell are giving wrong information, talk about in your arm. They meant ARM, like this company, ARM. That's so funny to me. I'm like, I Never heard Google talking about putting nothing in nobody's arm. Anyway, that's literally how rumors get started. So apparently this ARM based, I think it's based on this company ARM, ticker symbol ARM, definitely worth taking a look at them since Odell out here spreading rumors about company.
It's around the corner.
He said it's around the corner. All right. So anyway, all right. That's really funny to me. She said, is it all cat? So yeah, I think they meant this. ARM, I think they meant this. ARM. Anyway, this don't matter today. But they are currently down about 15 cents or so based on these rumors that it's not accurate, okay? Looks like we had a little bit of selling coming into the NASDAQ for sure. Please don't be back in this little range today because it's giving narrow range again. This is, yeah, looks like it's been trending up, but it's still kind of, yeah, it's kind of in this boring range again. Okay, disregard the Google chip ARM situation. Okay, just disregard that. All right. Let's see. Anything else you guys want to analyze this morning?
Order filled.
Oh yeah, true. Okay. I don't have it. Is that him trading? All right, cool. So go ahead, drop into the chat any stocks, futures, anything that we want to you want us to analyze. It's about 9:51, so we're heading closer into the 10 o'clock hour. Like I said, the market's been kind of lulling. You probably have been able to take some profits on some things, but it definitely has been kind of in a lull. Not as much upside or downside activity that I thought we were going to have, honestly, today, based on yesterday being dry. Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, send it to me. All right, so let's go through. Vanessa said Odell has us thinking the world about to end. Right over spreading information. Boy, I tell you, got me out here. This is literally how rumors get started. Literally. All right. All right, cool. I tell you. All right, so let's go through a couple. That's the wrong one, I think. But yeah, either way, let's go through a couple of these other ones, and we'll go ahead and take a look at ACB for Susan, and then we'll look at some of the things on our watch list as we head into our 10 o'clock hour. This market has been so boring lately. Okay. All right. Anyway, so currently, let's take a quick look at VTI, our Vanguard's total stock market index fund. Currently on our 1 minute chart, we are headed south here. We have a sell signal. On that one, we have been in a buy all morning. We had this sell signal that came through at 9:42, and it has literally been trending down since then on that 1 minute chart. Just to kind of go over there. Also, let's take a look at some of the other ones that we have on our watch list. All right, so we have as we get closer to the 10 o'clock hour, currently on the 1 minute chart for Apple, we are actually, give me 1 second. Let me go back over here. All right, cool. So on our 1 minute chart for Apple, we are currently in that buy put. Although Apple is actually up about 97 cents this morning. All right, so it has been trending up a little bit, but it is starting to, looks like it's starting to fall, but actually looks like it's been falling, I would say, since 9:46, but it looks like it's trying to turn around and give us our green grin, as we call it, and head north. But it is currently up about 92 cents. Okay, so we'll have to circle back on that one as we get a little bit closer to the 10 o'clock hour. Let's take a quick look at the SPY as well. SPY has been trending down. We have this buy put on the SPY. It looks like some of these things are starting to turn around at the 10 o'clock hour. It's currently 9:54, but it looks like some of them are trying to do this, right? Do our green grin. So we can circle back on that one as well. Let's take a look at Riot. Riot on our 1 minute chart is in a buy call. Okay, they are in a buy call. It has been in this buy call since 9:52. Okay, so could be some opportunity here with Riot, even if it see, it hasn't done a lot of moving today. Looks like the highest that it has been today is $10.18. It's currently at 10.10. Looks like this is actually the highest it's been in quite some time. Okay, so we are in a buy call for Riot. JPM, we are currently in a buy put. JP Morgan is trending down this morning. Their earnings are coming out Friday. All right, but they are currently in a buy put. All right, so we'll stop here at Riot, and I'm gonna do some of the ones you guys are requesting. When I said Riot be disappointing me, yeah, Riot is just like blah. It's so, I don't know. It has its days, but the days are too far few in between. Okay. Susan wants to look at ACB, so we'll stop at JPM and take a quick look at ACB for Susan. This is Aurora Cannabis. All right, so currently trading around $6.66. They're currently down 37 cents, but Susan, we did just receive a buy call on ACB, so it looks like it is starting to trend up. Like I said, it is down 35 cents. Hopefully it will trend back up to where it started to drop, even which is around the $6.82. The highest has been today is $6.90. All right, but we are in a buy call on that 1 minute chart for ACB. Also, I think in the 3 minute as well. It's turning into a buy call, okay, based on that outline. And then on our day chart, we are still in a buy call for the longer time frame. So it looks like this is actually starting to trend up. We do have buy calls on it. So it looks like it may start to erase the $41 loss that it had, 42 cent loss that it is down today. Okay. All right, so going back over into the watch list, we had stopped at JP Morgan. Oh yes, Novo Nordisk. We'll definitely take a look at Novo Nordisk, Kwame, and then we'll hop back into the list. So NVO, Novo Nordisk, as you guys know, this is on our watch list for 2024. But it is also the creator of Wegovy and Ozempic. Okay, so they have just truly dominated the weight loss space this year. All right, the stock is currently trading around $126.31. It is down $1.13 this morning. Okay, let me see. They had some news 9 hours ago. Okay, nothing major. Healthcare service. Okay, cool. So Novo Nordisk, as you can see, Kwame, we literally just received a buy call on it. Looks like it's been kind of trending in this little range right here around 126.02 to 126.45 for some time now. But Kwame, we did just receive a buy call on it literally right at this minute. So maybe this will start to trend up, right? Hard to tell, but on the 1 minute, 3 minute, 135, we are in a buy. On the 2 hour, we're still in the put, but on the day, this is taking so long to load today. On the day, we're still in this buy put, but I feel like it looks like it's trying to start trending down. But from a short-term standpoint, if you want to take a quick trade, we are in that buy, okay, for Novo Nordisk. And this stock has so much upside potential, just FYI. Like, I personally would be like in leaps on Novo Nordisk. I do personally own the stock long as well. Novo Nordisk they're just dominating the entire weight loss. As you can see, Kwame is still starting to trend up. Also, Costco just announced that they're going to be doing some sort of deal to offer Ozempic and Wegovy at their stores. Not sure how that's gonna pan out, but the fact that something like this drug can be even more mainstream, like being able to attain at a Costco And y'all know Costco do numbers, okay? Numbers, all right? So Kwame, hopefully you got into to that Novo Nordisk, because that thing is doing that thing. You see it? Since we got this buy call, that's why I love these signals. First of all, actually, let's do a quick shout out to the indicators, okay? If you guys would like any of the indicators that you see me using on my chart that's literally telling us to buy, call, buy, put, buy stock, sell stock, et cetera, you can go to givemeahint.ai, subscribe. You can have all of these same signals that we have on our charts on your charts. And as you can see, they work through a plethora of things, from stocks. We also have the specific option alpha, algo as well. Works with futures, forex, all of the, basically most of the financial instruments. You can even use it, as you guys, I talk about, I use the algos in, or the indicators when I'm trading in Nadex as well. So I can get the signal, right, in TradingView, hop over to Nadex, implement the trade, okay? So as you can see, Novo Nordisk has been, yeah, perfect. He said he did great. So that did start to jump up a little bit, like it's getting a little bit of resistance here at this first standard deviation, but looks like there's some upside potential there. So hopefully you even be able to scalp a little bit of profits on that one, okay? All right, so let's hop back into the list. And yes, the link is up as well for anyone interested in grabbing those. And also, when you purchase our signals or algos, we have like the how to, we've got a buy put that came on it. So we'll see how this pans out. But it looks like overall, this still has upside potential for today. So we'll see how it goes. I feel like all these stocks are in these narrow ranges where they just go up a little bit, then they fall a little bit, then they go up a little bit, and they fall a little bit. That's what it feels like. But we are approaching that 10 o'clock hour. So I wanted to continue going down this watch list really quickly. Apple, hopping back over, still in that buy call. It actually just hit $1.30, being up $1.39. So if anyone has been in, especially if you've been in this buy call, been in this Apple call since basically around market open around 9:35, it's gone up from 168.50 to about 169.85 or so. So definitely, you could have got on that upside for sure. Apple actually looks like it's still continuing to trend up. This might be one of the biggest winners today, okay? Looking at the SPY real quick on that 1 minute chart, it has been trending down. It looks like it's trying to trend up, but it hasn't quite did it, but it looks like it is attempting to. We have this loop-de-loo that's attempting to happen, so we'll see how that pans out. Want to hop back over to JBTI, LMT, NEO. All right, so NEO has literally been trending up all morning. It's currently up 28 cents. Okay, my dad calling. Currently up 28 cents, 30 cents or so. It's continuing to trend up, as you guys can see. NEO is actually trending up pretty nicely, finally. NEO be lagging, all right? It's currently on the 1 minute chart, we're in the buy call. The 3 minute chart, we're in the buy call. 5 minute chart, we're in the buy call. 15 minute chart, we are in the buy call as well. So this has literally been trending up, okay? So that's NEO. Quick look at Microsoft. Microsoft on our 1 minute has been, we just got a buy call on it about 2 minutes ago at 10:02. Looks like that has been trending up most of the morning, had a little dippy dip, but it looks like Microsoft's having a nice day today. I think Microsoft also is did I say Microsoft was going to be at the Google thing? I think I did. I think they're supposed to be at the Google thing. But anyway, Microsoft is trending up this morning. We do have a buy call at the 10 o'clock hour for Microsoft. Okay. Palantir, actually been trending up most of today, surprisingly. We have a buy call on them. Looks like that's heading up. NVIDIA struggling, trying to figure it out. This stock has been struggling. Okay. We had a buy put, could have rode that down. It did a little bit of call put. Anyway, right now we're currently back in that buy put. This bar looks like it is trying to turn around, so we'll see how that pans out. Y'all know I trade this one frequently, so we'll be watching it. It's not doing much. AMD currently is trending down in the buy put. Novo Nordisk, going back to that one, we had the buy call, we got the buy put, but it looks like it is actually starting to trend back up again with this bar. We'll see how this one closes. Meta has been down today, but it's has been trending down this morning. Looks like it was as high as $525.83. Now it's down to $519.55. Okay. And all right, so that's Meta. We'll do TSM real quick, and then in the buy put, and then yeah. So they're actually up $2.72, but we have a buy put on them currently. All right, because they shot up a little bit this morning. SMCI, struggling, y'all. SMCI has been in the buy put all morning. They're down about $20 or so. Okay. Let me see the chat. The Merrill's family said, does TSMC ring any bells? Yeah, that is, wait. I think you mean TSM, because TSMC is another country, but I think you mean TSM, which we actually just looked at. We actually have them on our watch list, and I think they were trending down this morning. Boop, boop, boop. Yep. So they have a buy put. They're up today, but currently they've been in a buy put since 9:49. They were actually, like I said, up about 100 to 148 bucks. Now they're down to 145. Looks like they're still continuing to trend down a little bit right here on that 1 5 minute. They're also in the buy put as well. All right, same with a 15. Okay. Phyllis said PANW is the winner over Apple. Yeah. This is the one we talked about at the market open that I was saying will likely rise up really nicely today. You can call me a psychic if you want, but it's up $7, right? So we talked about it, and this is also how, I love combining the fundamental analysis and the technical analysis. Is like, hey, Google's going to be talking a lot about Palo Alto Networks. We talked about this before the market opened. We got this buy call, right, at the market open. It trended down, then it really shot off at 9:40 and then went up. And Palo Alto Networks, I think, was up like $1 or $2 when we first started talking about it. So now it's up to 708. We did just get this buy put on it. So if you made a good profit and you was able to take advantage of that $5, $6, $7 ride up, ain't nothing wrong with taking your profits right here if you've been on that call side. Okay, but I'll be interested to see how this bar pans out. But Palo Alto could have a little bit more energy in it based on some of the longer time frames. Okay, on that day chart, it is in the put. 1 minute, I'll be interested to see how this. I personally probably would have took my profits, because ain't nothing wrong with a little $5 ride up. Okay. So yes, Palo Alto is definitely the winner over Apple. Yes, Phyllis, you are right. Okay, but Apple is still chugging along. Okay, this is probably one of the better days it's had in a long time. Okay, but Palo Alto is definitely the winner today. Definitely got 2 bars of it trending down. You can never go broke taking profits. That's all I gotta say about that. Okay. Kwame said, can you take a look at Coke and explain why this stock costs so much? Coke. What's Coca-Cola's network? So first of all, Coca-Cola has been around forever, right? So one of the reasons it costs so much, because its value, literally, it matches, right? Which is so interesting, because there's some stocks, like we talk about all the time, Google, what I was mentioning, Google, Amazon, Tesla, and there's one more. We just talk about those 3. Their current stock price does not reflect their true value, all right? So this one specifically, ticker symbol Coke, this is Coca-Cola Consolidated. So actually Coke has a couple different ticker symbol. So this is like the one that's like the production, marketing, and distribution of the beverages. And then there's another Coke. What's the other symbol? Man, I can't remember what it is. But there's another symbol. Ooh. Hold on one second. Trading be tripping sometime. Got disconnected here. There's another symbol for more of their beverages. But basically, one of the reasons why like I said, this company has been around for so long, and literally the value is, this stock price truly reflects the value of the company. Similar to Chipotle, right? Chipotle is trading around $3,000, which is crazy to me. But hey, it makes sense, right? It is truly reflective of the value of the company, all right? So that is Coca-Cola. I'm trying to remember the other, there's another Coca. Boom, here we go. So we have like KO, right? So we have Coca-Cola Consolidated, which is like a multiple consolidation of some of their big companies. And we have KO. Yeah, thank you guys. I could not remember that. KO, which is literally, right, if you read the description, this one only focuses on the manufacturing and marketing of the alcoholic beverages, right? So there's literally like divisions, and the Coca-Cola Consolidated is like the bigger division of Coke. Then as you can see, this one right here is only trading around $59, right? But we actually just had a buy call on it if anyone wants to trade it. But it's been in this buy put all morning. We just got another buy call on it. It's down $59. So that's one of the reasons why there's multiple divisions of it. Okay. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, okay. So Chamber said, hey, what do you think CPI tomorrow morning will do to the market? Yeah, Coca-Cola. Cool. I don't know. I don't know what we are anticipating. We can always take a look and see what we're anticipating the numbers to be. All right. Let's see. So for tomorrow, we are, what time is this coming out? It's coming out at 8:30. All right, so they're anticipating, I'm trying to see. So the forecast is 0.30. It was previously 0.40. Okay. This really gives us a good idea of like overall inflation. So ideally, we want this number to go down, right? We don't want it to continuously be like high. We want it to be, we want the prices of things to go down, but I don't really know where it's going to head. So I am actually really interested to see, because it looks like it's actually been it's been holding strong. It's been kind of holding strong. So it may still say the same thing tomorrow, honestly. And if so, it could potentially make the market fall. If we can see that prices are starting to go down, it could actually make the market go up. So that means there's more confidence in the market, et cetera, et cetera. So that's what we will see, but we never really know what it's going to do. I know last time we could take a look and see how it made the market perform on March 12th. It was forecasted to be 0.4. It came out to actually be 0.4. So it had actually gone up. It had actually gone up from the previous week. So yeah, that's that. Okay. All right. We will. Look at, okay, Coca-Cola is starting to trend up a little bit. NVIDIA is still struggling today, by the way. All right, so the Merrill's family said, people also ask, what does an ARM chip do? ARM processors can execute many more millions of instructions per second than the Intel processors. Thank you. Yeah, so thank you for clarifying that. The ARM chip, Odell, doesn't go in your ARM. It just executes many more instructions than the regular old-fashioned Intel processors, okay? So that is what that does. It is not an indication of a stock that is going to be implanted into your ARM, although there are companies that are definitely working to get those plant implementations happening, all right? So as you can see, the market opened up. We had a little bit of buying pressure coming in before the market opened, and a little teeny bit. Then it fell, shot back up. So we're not in that same narrow range as yesterday, but we definitely are in a bit of a range. We just got a buy signal again on the NASDAQ if anyone's trading futures. It looks like we have some good buying pressure coming in, like it's been trending up for the last 2 minutes. So we could start to see the market go up a little bit more. So yeah. All right. So also as a reminder for all of our newbies, a couple things. One, if you want the signals that we have or I have on my screens, and Dion usually has on his screen as well, that tell you literally when to buy stocks, when to buy the futures, when to buy the forex, when to buy the crypto. Also the indicators that tell you when to buy puts, buy calls, et cetera, et cetera. You can go to GiveMeAHint.ai. You can access to our algos that have AI or artificial intelligence built into them as well, okay? So you can get access to those algos, GiveMeAHint.ai, and also the link should be posted in the chat. And it's right there. Beside my face. I think it's still there. Okay, cool. Outside of that, if you are trying to understand what in the world Dominique is talking about and you need to learn, you are more than welcome and invited to join our Wall Street Academy. The link is there as well. When you join, you're actually getting $1,000 off the program. You don't need a coupon code for it. You click the link. It's already discounted because you are here watching the Money Matrix, all right? One more thing I also want to share. If you guys want to learn in person, we are doing an in-person workshop. 10 days from now? Right? Yay. 10 days from now, April 19th in Miami. All right. It's going to be a vibe. So basically what this day will look like in the morning, we'll start the day off with a live recording of our show with Dion and I. And we will be doing the live recording of the show from 9 to 11. After that, we'll have a brief break. We'll go into lunch, and then we'll spend the evening learning, and then we will have a happy hour, and then we will head away. Everyone that has a VIP ticket, has the yacht VIP ticket, we will head and do a sunset cruise around Miami. All right, so that is going to be a vibe. The link is up for the Money Matrix workshop that's taking place in Miami. You can scan the QR code, and you can also click the link to grab that, and then the link for the yacht will also be going up as well. And this will all take place on April the 19th in Miami. All right. Just to give you guys a recap of how you're going to feel once the workshop is over, we're going to go ahead and play a recap of our most recent workshop that we did March 1st in DC for you. All right. And as we head into that, looks like we are getting some little bit of upside potential right here for NVIDIA is trying to trend up. Boom. We just got that buy call. Let's see if that holds. But in the meantime, Odell, show the people what the workshop was like. Hey, I'm Dominique Broadway, award-winning personal finance expert. And today has been absolutely amazing because we had students fly in from all over the country to spend the day with us.
Today is a very special day because we have our live studio audience here.
Yeah. So during today's sessions, we got to teach and talk about a lot of things in person. And I think for a lot of people, it's good to be able to actually see someone else do it in person. It was really cool. We got to actually hop into people's phones and computers and set up some of the indicators and strategies for them, which was really, really cool. And then we went into an amazing lunch at one of my favorite restaurants.
I want to take my trading to a higher level, and the information that they gave us today, I know that I will accomplish that.
And since they've been doing the show, I've made 5 figures in 1 month. More than my part-time salary when I was working for Wells Fargo. And the fact that this is a skill that I've been able to build from the training that they offer that no one can ever take away from me is mind-blowing.
I encourage you to get the Wall Street Academy program so you can learn and you can do better than me, because I was in the game and I was losing in the game, but now I have the information to win.
So we are very excited to take this show on the road, to be able to take the Money Matrix live to bigger venues and to be able to touch more people throughout the country. All right, as you guys can see, the DC workshop was definitely lit, and yeah, very, very excited to see you all in Miami. As y'all know, that is one of my favorite cities in the world, which is why I live there. And so, yeah, it's going to be amazing, and super excited for everyone that has already purchased their tickets. We still have a few tickets remaining. If you I'm gonna say, if you did already purchase your ticket, we also emailed you guys the name of our host hotel and a link for discounted pricing to the host hotel. So you guys are able to grab those rooms. You make sure to grab them. We only have a few set aside, so make sure that you grab those. Also, there's one more reminder. Also make sure that you grab your tickets for the yacht, because we'll have to shut that down. I think we're going to shut down yacht ticket sales, I believe next Monday, because we have to make sure that all the yachts are secured and we have enough yachts, et cetera, et cetera. So make sure that you grab your yacht ticket by next Monday, okay? By next Monday, and then make sure you grab your rooms ASAP. All right. So Ms. Wilson said, thank you, Dominique, for you guys' daily sacrifice. We really appreciate you guys. I know you do. I know you do. Sometimes you get tired of talking. I ain't gonna lie. So really quickly hopping into the chart, just want to show you guys we had that buy put that came in. So NVIDIA trended up for 2 minutes and then fell off, right? So if anyone's trading NVIDIA, we are back in a buy put. I just thought the market was going to do a little bit more exciting stuff today than what it's doing, if I'm being honest, but it really isn't. Okay, so let me see. Check the NASDAQ. We're back in the sell on the NASDAQ. As you can see, it looks like the NASDAQ is back in this boring range from yesterday, and I don't know why this keeps disconnecting. All right, give me a second. All right, so yes, Donna said, what are your thoughts on the NOBL ETF to hold long term? So let's take a look at that for Donna. Also, again, welcome to all of the newbies to the show. I'm usually here with my boo thing, Dion, but he has a throat situation going on, and I think he talked too much yesterday, which is so funny. Yesterday he's like, oh, I gotta stop talking, but you know him, he just keep talking, and then he's like, oh my god, my throat hurts so bad. I'm like, ain't nobody tell you to do all that talking yesterday. And now this morning he can't, he ain't talking well. Okay, hold on one second, let me fix this. All right, okay, so currently Donna wanted us to look at NOBL ETF to hold long term. So give me 1 second, y'all. Hold up. All right, so NOBL ETF is the ProShares S&P 500 Dividend Aristocrats ETF. That is a mouthful, okay? That is a long little name, okay? So this ETF, with this ETF, it says they only select companies from the S&P 500 that have increased their dividends for at least 25 consecutive years. So this is a really unique or interesting ETF. This also kind of highlights that there are so many different types of ETFs. Like you could have a tech-only ETF or retail or socially responsible or whatever it may be. You can really, energy, oil, whatever. You can really get into some really cool, just like specifics when it comes down to these ETFs or niches, I would say. All right. So as I mentioned, this one only selects companies from the S&P 500 that have increased their dividends for at least 25 consecutive years. All right. So these are going to be companies that have been around forever. Okay. All right. So they're currently trading around $99.60. On our 1 minute chart, obviously, I know you're looking for more of a long-term hold for this. But on our 1 minute chart, it has been, and actually, I'm gonna put this on my regular chart, and we just got to buy on the NASDAQ. Okay. So currently on our NOBL, we are in a buy on the 1 minute, on the 3. Okay, we're in that buy as well. On the 5, we are also in the buy, and we'll go for the 2 hour for kicks and a giggle. We're kind of in the sell, but I know you're looking at long term, so we want to focus more on the day and the week. Okay. All right. So looking at the day chart, so this stock has literally been trending up. It looks like since November 2nd. Okay. since November 2nd is when it really started to trend up, and it's been really trending up nicely since then with a couple little dippy days, but still really trending up overall. Looks like they had their last dividend payment. Oop, crap, hold on. Their last dividend payment on March 20th, which was 38 cents. So they have a nice little dividend payment as well, okay? Currently on that day chart, we are in a sell, but as I mentioned, this stock has been trending up, and it looks like it may be a brief dip as it starts to rebound and continue that long-term trend that it has. If we look at the week chart, I'm sure it's also in that buy as well. So from a long-term time perspective, this stock will likely do well over time because it does have so many of those, what do you call it? What's the word for them? It's escaping me right now, but these stocks that have been just around for a long time, they have long histories. Obviously, the stocks have to have had 25 years of consecutive increases in their dividends, okay? So if we looked at the makeup of this stock, you'll likely see that it has, and actually we can take a quick look at it. Let's see if I can pull it up here. Yeah, so these are the top 10 holdings of this stock, all right? So you can always look and see what are the top 10 holdings. This is some teaching technically, but these top 10 holdings are the companies within this ETF that have the largest percentage of the ETF. As you guys know, there are typically sometimes hundreds, sometimes thousands of companies that can be inside of a mutual fund or ETF. This one specifically has 68 total companies, 68 holdings. These are the companies that have the top 10% or the top holdings. I'm sorry, not the top 10%, but the top 10 holdings of this ETF from a weighted standpoint, right? So we have Caterpillar, Target, Emerson Electric, ExxonMobil, Dover, Archer Daniels, 3M, W.W. Grainger, Nucor, et cetera, right? So overall, this is a great buy and hold. Just understand that this stock isn't going to give you huge returns, right? Over the last month, it's gone up 1.12%. Year to date, it's up 5.20%. And then over the past 5 years, it's up 45%. Over the past 3 years, it's up 13%. Still decent returns. Obviously, it's not going to give you the same jump ups and large jumps that some of the newer industry things would, such as NVIDIA and TSM and what's the other one? AMD and SMCI and all these big semiconductors, right? So this is one of those like really great set it and forget it. You know that your money is going to perform over time, but it's not necessarily going to have any big major dips, but you're not going to have any big run ups, okay? So I think this is considered a really great buy and hold as well. Also, a lot of the analysts are saying the same thing from the technicals, and they have a great dividend. It looks like their dividend is, as I mentioned, is about 2%. It was about 38 cents last quarter. I think they pay their dividends. Oh, wait, that's the wrong one. See if I can look at the technicals. I think they pay them quarterly, if I'm correct. I think they pay them quarterly. So long story short, yeah, this has some great buy and hold potential over time. Okay, Donna? That was a long explanation, but wanted to break some of that down for you. All right? Oh, great. Odell to the NASDAQ tanked. Where? I'm on the week chart. I'm on the week chart. This is the thing. Over time, this thing has been busting. Like, if you look at the NASDAQ, like, if you had bought the NASDAQ November 6th, when you got this buy signal on the week chart, no matter the ups and the downs, this thing has trended up, okay? But for these shorter time frames, based on what Odell just said, and he was right, the NASDAQ did tank. At least he gave us one piece of information that was correct today. So the NASDAQ is back down. It is tanking. Looks like it's even getting out of that range. It just crossed. No, it's still kind of technically in that range. Still kind of getting down to this first standard deviation. And it looks like this, see this range that it's been in, Odell? When you look at the NASDAQ, like, you see this range, right? It's in this range. Like, it's just in the, and it don't even really dip down below it a little bit. So if this data is accurate, it's going to fall down to this first standard deviation and just bounce back up. Like, it may push down a little bit through it and then bounce back up. I don't know, based on the data. Now, obviously, past performance is no indication of future results, but it's been in this boring range since yesterday. It's boring. Not that we need the stock market to be exciting, but you make the most money with volatility, right? You need the market, you need the stocks to move somewhere to make money. Example, NVIDIA, who's pissing me off today, is clearly moving, okay? NVIDIA has literally been trending down all morning. It had a slight little buy call, but essentially it has been in this buy put since 9/31. NVIDIA is currently down $27. So you could have definitely made a nice chunk of change on NVIDIA today. Also, Palo Alto is probably still busting to the north side. Yeah, still up about $7. So yeah, they are definitely the winners and the losers for today. Let me see if SMCI is following along. Ooh, it is. It's down $40. Yep, good times. All right. She said, what company is that? What company is which one? Which one, Phyllis? I'm not sure. I missed the chat. Also, is anyone in St. Louis? Like I asked this everybody. No one says that. Anyway, if someone is in St. Louis, I will be in St. Louis tomorrow. All right. NVIDIA is continuing to fall. Tomorrow for a book signing, which I'm really, really excited about. So I will be at the Heyday office tomorrow. Really excited. Tomorrow's event is sponsored by Google and Uncle Nearest. So if you have not bought my book, buy the book, all right? Called The Wealth Decision. You can purchase it anywhere that books are sold. Amazon, Target, Barnes & Nobles, Books A Million, wherever you buy your books at. And I also have an Audible where I'm actually reading the book to you, okay? Really, really cool. So, okay, I'm waiting for Phyllis to respond. Miss Lisa said, good morning, Dama. Good morning, Miss Lisa. I'm doing pretty good today. Pray Dion gets well soon. Did you try ACV? Yes, we did. Also, I want to thank you for that, Miss Lisa. So as soon as we got home yesterday, he did gargle with the apple cider vinegar. And he actually said it helped more than when he gargled with the peroxide. So I think it did kind of ease a lot more. So thank you for that. We definitely gargled with that and it did help. He said, I also hope the little ladies are doing well too. They are definitely much better. Please look at tech and bio swing. Yeah, so let's do that. So let's take a look at tech. Okay. And bio. Okay. So tech is currently cool. All right, so ticker symbol tech, and their ticker symbol is tech. Their name is Biotechny Corp. Apparently, RBC raised their price target yesterday to $79. Okay, so that's, one thing to keep in mind. They are currently up $2.20 or about 3%. Okay. She was looking for a swing. So they are currently up $2.20. As you can see on this 1 minute chart, we got the buy signal on them at 353 yesterday, and they've been trending up ever since. Had a little dippy dip, and then rose again at 10 a.m. Okay, we did just get a buy put on them. If this is accurate and it just trend down slightly, then continue to rise, we can see. But on that 1 minute chart, they're currently in a buy put, but it could be a temporary dip. Let's look at the 3 minute chart. We're in a buy put. The longer time frames, I'm sure, are still in that buy call. So the 5:15, the hour, and then let's take a look at the day. The day they're in the buy call as well. So it could be some more upside potential there, also because their price target was just raised. Okay. Let me go back to the 1 minute. Yeah, this is trying to turn into a put. So into a call. I will wait and see what this next bar does, because that would be like the 5 minute bar there. But yeah, looks like that has some upside potential. So let's come back to that one in a couple of seconds. We got about 30 seconds before that bar closes. So the other one is bio, which is, oh my God, why do I keep getting disconnected today? All right, so BioRad here, BioRad Tech, they must be related. They must be related. RBC trimmed apparently their price target to $474. They're currently trading at $336.50. Okay, they are up about $10 today. They're up $3. I'm sorry, 3%, which is about $10. All right, they actually have their earnings in 16 days as well. They have been on the 1 minute chart in a buy since, a beautiful buy since the market opened. So literally since the market opened, they just shot up $10. That's always lovely when you get that signal at the market open and then it actually continues. All right, so it has really been trending up. We're still in that buy. Same thing on the 3, the 5, the 15, and the day. Okay, the week is in the sell, but everything else, every other timeline, every other time frame from 1 minute today are all in a buy. Okay, curious to see how this bar perform. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Trying to turn around. Looks like it's starting to trend down just a little bit, but everything else is definitely saying that this stock has a little bit more energy on it from a swing standpoint. Okay, so the fact that it's falling a little bit could make this a really good entry point for this one. Okay. For the bios. Michelle said, NVIDIA makes me nervous. I'm walking on safer terrain. Yeah, NVIDIA is definitely volatile for sure. But I like it. I like volatility though, but y'all know I'm a little risky. Lisa said, great, he needs a goggle. ACV 4 to 6 times a day. I tried to tell him, Miss Lisa, but I was telling him, I said, you need to do this like every couple hours, but you know how men be. And I'm like, if something worked the first time, do it again. Like, but I don't think he's gargled since then. He's like, oh, it actually worked. So he'll be probably waiting for me to put the apple cider vinegar in a cup for him. So hopefully, but no, I will definitely tell him to do that because it definitely worked. I'm like, oh, this could have like really, fixed you up. All right, so it's currently 10:36. Anything else you guys are eyeing as we see this NASDAQ? It did push through that first standard deviation and it is just dry. Okay. All right. And thank you again, Miss Lisa, for that. I'm definitely going to relate to him that he needs to do it more consistently. Okay. All right. I just got kind of hungry. It's that time of day where I'm like, what am I going to eat for lunch? I don't know. All right, so Kwame wants us to take a quick look at Merck for a option, MRK. So let's look at MRK. My stomach's like literally growling. All right, so it says Merck begins phase 2 ovarian cancer study on ADC drug. Blah, 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 blah. So their price target was raised to 143 from 140. They're currently trading at 125.86. On the 1 minute chart, Kwame, it's in a buy put. Looks like this buy put came through at 10:30. It's currently 10:37. So that's one. So on the 1 minute, we're in the buy put. On the 3, we're in the buy put. On the 5, we're in the buy put. On the 15, we're in the buy put. 2 hour, we're in the buy put. Day, we're in the buy put. So it's probably we probably ain't seen that much synergy or anything today. Everything is saying buy put for Merck, Kwame. Okay. Literally all the signals across the board are saying buy put. Although their price target was raised yesterday. All right, NASDAQ is still kind of in a little brief sell-off, but yeah, still very not exciting. All right. What else we got? I'm hungry. Let's talk about lunch. What should we eat for lunch today? Something yummy? Something yummy? Ooh, I think I know what I wanted. Hungry? I feel hungry. Yeah. Okay. Also, really quick, all of our newbies, yes, Kwame, yep. So we getting all that sell side pressure for Merck. NASDAQ like it's trying to do something, but it's still so dry. It's still so dry. All right. Yes, for all of our newbies, please make sure that you hit the subscribe button. Tell a friend to tell a friend to come and watch the show. If you have anything else you want us to analyze, go ahead and drop it in. One more thing I would like to look at really quickly too, while I'm waiting for you guys to add that, is Delta. I want to see how they're performing. So Delta's currently down 34 cents. So Delta is releasing their earnings tomorrow before the opening bell. Who was the other one that was releasing their earnings today? I think it was WDFC. But anyway, Delta. Delta's releasing their earnings tomorrow morning before the opening bell. Currently down 34 cents. I actually bought some calls on it yesterday. I'm planning to hold those through earnings, see how it pans out. I'm personally anticipating Delta to have a really good Q1 earnings and for them to also express a positive outlook on the future. As you guys know, a lot of times with these earnings, they will say that they'll say that they did good for the quarter, and then they'll be like, oh, but the outlook looks bleak for blah, 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 blah. I think that people are still trying to be back outside. Despite the prices of things being up, people are still traveling and people are valuing experiences a lot more than things, okay? So I'm anticipating them to say that they have a positive outlook for the future. Also, apparently they made a lot of money based off of the eclipse yesterday, okay? But currently the 1 minute chart, we are in a buy put. If we go a little further out, this is for Delta Airlines. 5 minute, everything right now is saying buy put for Delta on this time frame. If we go to the day, we are back in that buy call, okay, on the day chart. And I do feel like Delta still continues to have a lot of upside potential. They're only down about 37 cents today, okay? So just wanted to remind you guys about their earnings that's coming out tomorrow morning before the market opens, okay? You're welcome, Kwame. Miss Suzanne said, hello, Dominique. The pediatrician gave me this prescription for my kids and they had a wicked sore throat. Mixed together Motrin for pain, Benadryl for inflammation, and Mylanta to soothe the throat. Oh, cool. Okay. I have to write that down. I'm gonna forget. See, gotta get the Motrin, okay? And then you do the Benadryl. Oh, so you don't even think to do Benadryl for sore throat. And then Mylanta. That actually might be a really good idea too, the Benadryl. What do you think about that? Thank you, Miss Suzanne. Vanessa said I took profit 63% on the SPY because it looks like it's about to turn. Yeah, so were you in a call on the SPY or were you in a put on the SPY, Vanessa? Let me know. Let me know which one you were in. The SPY, I'm assuming she's definitely been on the, I'm on the day chart, hold on. Oh, she must have been on the put side, ride that put, yeah. So yeah, the SPY, I'm assuming you're definitely in a put on that. It is 1020, yeah, 1024, we got that buy put. It fell from 519 to 515. So that was a nice little drop. If that's what you got in, that was a great signal there. For sure, Vanessa. Let's see. Actually, take a look at the ES real quick. As you guys know, the ES and the SPY are the same. So yeah, it's been in this sale. Okay. Awesome. Will say great minds think alike. I also took profit on SPY puts today. Awesome. Yeah, this is definitely put side. Also, the QQQ should be profitable as well. On the put side, definitely. Okay. Okay, I thought I saw somebody ask for Carnival, but now like it's disappeared. So I'm not sure, but I'll take a quick look at it because I think I saw that. CCL, Carnival Cruise Lines, I thought I saw that. Currently on the 1 minute chart, they have been in this buy put all day. They're down 46 cents. Okay, they are down 46 cents. Yeah, they've been in a buy put all morning. It looks like it's trying to trend up, but it's struggling. So I thought I saw somebody drop it in. I thought it was Kwame, but I'm not sure. So all charts basically are on the buy put side for Carnival. Okay. All right, the ES looks like it's still falling a little bit. Not necessarily seeing it getting any turnaround pressure just yet. Yeah, if you're on the put side, a lot of these things, you should be very, very profitable for sure. And Nvidia is just falling from the sky. Apple's actually taking a dip as well, now only up 32 cents. Yeah. Wait, what's the ticker symbol for what? Y'all just asking these questions without any context. I need some more context. All right, so let me know what you're talking about, Vanessa. You said, what's the ticker? What were we talking about? SPY. What's the ticker symbol? I'm not sure. Okay. NASDAQ is like it's trying to turn around. Actually, let me go look at the ES again now. I'm curious. Because maybe, yeah, it looks like they both trying. They struggling. They trying to get some buying pressure, but it ain't really, I don't think, it don't look that strong, to be honest. Okay. All right, you guys. So let's before we wrap, I'm just gonna go over our earnings real quick, and then we might actually wrap a little early today because I'm hungry. All right, so really quickly, just to remind you guys, today after the close, today after the closing bell, definitely WD40, WDFC. Not sure if they're still up, but they were up very, very nicely this morning. Earlier, before the market took the dip. So WD40, PriceSmart, SGH, AEHR Test Systems, all today after the close. Tomorrow, don't forget Delta. That's probably a big one. And then Applied Blockchain, maybe a big mover as well. Thera Technologies as well before the open tomorrow. And then after the close tomorrow, Rent the Runway, okay, and Richardson Electronics in Lakeland. And then going into Thursday, CarMax, Constellation Brands, et cetera, et cetera. And don't forget Financial Friday, all right? JPMorgan Chase, Wells Fargo, BlackRock, Citi, Progressive, and State Street. But eyeing today, WD40 is already moving nicely, which makes me a little apprehensive about will they be able to hold that through the earnings. Delta as well, and Applied Blockchain, APLD. I actually want to look at that real quick. APLD. I'll look at that one real quick. APLD. All right, so Applied, APLD, Applied Digital Corporation, releasing their earnings tomorrow morning before the opening bell. Currently in a buy call on the 1 minute. All the longer time frames, 315. They're in a buy put. They're currently down about 20 cents. On the day chart, they have been down. Week chart, they've been down. So this stock has been struggle-duggle. So I probably personally wouldn't touch this one. But let's take one more look at WDFC. Yep. So on the week chart, they are in that buy call. Now this is interesting. So they just took a dive. Remember, they were up very nicely. They were up very nicely at the market open. Right? No, that was yesterday. Hold on. Where's today? Oh yes, they were up to about 263-ish. And now they're down to 256. So they've definitely been trending down all morning. Actually, let's take a look and see how they did with their last earnings. Wow. Oof, this thing shot up. So their last earnings, they went up $28. Okay. So it's kind of interesting that they're trending down right before their earnings come out. They went up $28 from their last earnings. They went up, actually went down $2.48 and then trended up after their earnings that quarter before. And then, wow, this one they shot up $27. So this tends to be a trend for them. I guess people really buying this WD-40. If you go back a few quarters, they had a drop, an $8 drop. Okay. But WD looks like they might have some good upside potential here as we head into their earnings. So even if you're not trading them, they may be interesting just to kind of keep your eyes on and see. Obviously, Dion may talk about it tomorrow, but interested to see how they are going to fare with this. And those earnings come out tomorrow. What's today? It's Tuesday. Right? Today. Why did it say? Okay, I'm tripping. Yes, those earnings come out today after the close. WD 40. I actually think they might be, the stock might be retracing a little bit because it's about to take off from the earnings, to be honest. So potentially there. Okay. Real quick, curly hair boy says, I also took my profit on Tesla. Everything is turning red. Very good, very good. Like I always say, ain't nothing wrong with taking profits. William Campbell said, hi, Dom, can I have your thoughts on whether this would be a good time to set some things up for leads or long calls? Yeah, I actually think, personally, I think that this is a good time because we're seeing some nice little dips with a lot of these stocks. You know, NVIDIA's been falling a little bit. SMCI's been falling. Apple definitely just been hanging low. But as you can see, even despite all the negative news and things that come out with Apple, like it still fares very, very well. They do well. Like people still buy the Macs. People like they be all right? Oh, my drink is still in the shot. Now I get what you're saying. So yes, I do think this is definitely some good opportunities to set up for some leaps and longer calls personally. So yeah. All right, so I guess I'll do a keep it a buck. I'm trying to, that's Dion's thing. Let's see, I need something to keep it a buck with. What am I thinking about? Okay, I got it. Which camera am I looking at? Two? All right. The middle? Okay. All right. Good? All right. So, as you guys know, this is normally Dion's segment, but I do have something I want to keep it a buck about. So, my keep it a buck today is don't let other people place their fears on you. Okay. And one of the things I've seen, especially in the Black community, but just in general, from people that we love, a lot of times when we express our goals, our dreams, our visions, as parents, as anyone that loves someone, the first thing that comes to mind that you want to do is protect them, right? Which totally makes sense. But a lot of times in people's great intention to protect you, they can hinder your growth, keep you complacent, and keep you safe. To accomplish big goals and accomplish big dreams, you have to be uncomfortable. You have to get outside of the safe zone. And I say this as I was looking and reviewing some of the financials of Finances Mystified the last couple of years for some things we may be doing and seeing some of the numbers. And I'm just like, wow, right? Looking at some of the numbers that we've even generated, I think about when I first decided to start my business and how my family all thought it was just like, this is crazy. Why do you want to quit your job and do this thing? And looking even at like the dollars we generated, but also the lives that we've impacted. If I had let my loving family who wanted to just protect me, if I let them put their fears on me, I wouldn't be here right now. I wouldn't have made the money that I've made. I wouldn't have impacted the lives that I've impacted. And those people would have never been able to increase in their own personal revenue and income and lifestyles as well. So I just want to remind you that don't let someone else's fear and goal to protect you stop you from making millions and stop you from impacting the lives of maybe tens and hundreds of thousands of people. So that's my keep it a buck for you. Don't let nobody else put their fears on you, because your vision is your vision, which is why God gave it to you and not necessarily to them. All right, so that is my keep it a buck for today. Hopefully you guys receive that. And I know many of you have big goals and big dreams, and you have people that care about you and like, oh no, don't do that. But it's literally because they naturally want to protect you. And this is what we want to do for people that we love, okay? But sometimes they can't see what you see, all right? So hopefully that's helpful. Hopefully you enjoyed today's session of class, whatever, what do you call this? Show. I'm tired. Show of the Money Matrix. I will be out tomorrow as I will be traveling, and I'll be in St. Louis for my book signing. So hopefully you guys are there if you're in St. Louis. If not, I'll be back. I don't know what day I'll be back. Thursday or Friday, I'm not sure. But yeah, we appreciate you guys. And thank you so much for your patience as we've been dealing with all the illnesses over the last couple of weeks. All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to another episode of The Money Matrix. Have an amazing day, and I'll see y'all soon. Bye-bye.